Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the whole John Favreau, Ronaldo thing, and the whole Star Wars theory stuff, and how everybody is just like over the nonsense. Um, and I'm not going to go in depth with any of that kind of nonsense, but I want to focus on the fact that Pablo Hidalgo and some of these fools at Lucasfilm is literally doing the same nonsense that the comic book fans been getting since forever, to be honest. And it just proves that you can be shilling for these companies, do everything correct, and they'll still give their behinds the kiss to you. And that's crazy because from what I'm hearing is, Star Wars theory, he's probably a good person. I don't know. I don't care about Star Wars like that enough to get into all of the drama or whatever. But, people were saying, when those movies was coming or whatever, he kind of didn't really step in and defend anybody. And he's like, the highest Star Wars YouTuber, almost 3 million people and whatever. And he, of course, he called out Pablo Hidalgo, and now people are like starting to take notice. And it's kind of like funny. It's like, where was all of this when fans were getting attacked? You see what I'm saying? I'm not blaming Star Wars theories or whatever, but this is where I have to come in as a person and be like, okay, you see why you can't shield for these companies or anything? Because there's always people trying to defend, excuse their actions, or be like, maybe this and that and all that kind of stuff. No, because you see what I'm saying? When you defend them, or when you, be the middleman or whatever and stuff like that, especially when it comes to fans and the consumer, the company or whatever, you see what I'm saying? You see how these people at Lucasfilm threw Star Wars theories under the bus or whatever. I just don't understand that. And it's the same thing with the comic books. Like, for instance, Rebirth. Rebirth was coming back. Jeff Johns made this cool initiative that was bringing back things that everybody, even classic DC comic book fans, loved about DC. And what did they do? They screw it up like 2 years into the event because Dan DiDio didn't like the fact that fans were liking the stuff. So they was like, we got to destroy all of this stuff all over again. Doing the same thing that turned fans off from the beginning. And instead of accepting the fact that fans love this stuff and were showing you that they loved it by buying the books or whatever, you get upset because it wasn't something that you did. So you got to cancel it. You got to self-sabotage it and turn people off. I don't understand that. And it's the same thing with Lucasfilm. You got what you wanted. You got fans to love Luke Skywalker, crying tears of joy. People had reaction. Mark Hamill was happy about it and stuff like that. And yet you go and kill all of that goodwill just because you're upset that people like Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry, he's a classic character. You can't just get rid of him just because you don't like him or because you want to add in these new diverse characters that nobody asks for. I'm sorry, that's not how that works. You have to grow characters and whatever. This is a legendary character in pop culture history. The trilogy characters, the original trilogy characters, are pop icon. You cannot get rid of them, and your attempts to get rid of them failed. It backfired and it turned people off. This is what I'm not understanding about these whole companies or whatever, is that you have something that fans actually love that constantly tells you that they love it. They buy it, they watch it, they do all of that good stuff. And yet you have people that's working in the industry that actively hates the fans, the fandom, and what it stands for, and try all day, every day to troll them, to call them names, to destroy everything that they love about these characters, and then wonder why people aren't buying the stuff anymore. At some point, when it comes to this entertainment stuff, and this isn't just Star Wars comic book industry, this is all of entertainment in general. At some point, you guys got to stop with the nonsense. I don't care what the reason is. If you don't like the characters, if you don't like the fandom, if you don't like the fans, if you don't like anything about what you're working in, leave. And these executives that's higher up, and some of these executives who don't know stuff, need to start paying some attention. But when you have executives in higher positions that actually actively call their fans all these kinds of names, okay, these companies need to start stepping in and be like, all right, Pablo, whoever, all those people that's been saying all that stuff, you're either demoted, you either get off of social media, you are either fired or something, but there's got to be some consequences. And to be honest, firing sounds about right. To be honest, most of Lucasfilm needs to be fired. You need to hire people that actually have a passion about Star Wars. If they can't come and give you a collection of Star Wars memorabilia, and I'm talking about history, if they can't tell you half of anything about the expanding universe or anything, all that kind of stuff, they don't need to be there. They don't need to be there. I'm sorry. I'm tired of these people up in story group. I'm tired of these people up in comic books. I'm tired of these folks in gaming. I am tired of these people in movies that clearly hate these characters or have a disdain for them and trying to retcon them to fit their worldviews or their needs and wants. If you have somebody that's thinking about them, or all of that diversity crap or whatever, you get rid of them. First off, Bob Iger should have known crazy stuff happened as soon as Kathleen Kennedy talking about the Force female. You should have nipped that in the bud before that even started. You do not push a narrative about Force's female, there's not female stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. When you guys came out with this nonsense, and this is entertainment in general or whatever, because I'm talking about all of this, it's just that this whole Star Wars thing brought it more attention. When you're over here focusing on skin color and women and sexual orientation, all that nonsense, because the fans, you say that they're instant phobes or all that kind of stuff or whatever, but it's just like, you have to respect the old school fans more so than new generation fans. I am sorry. The old school fans are the ones that put more money and will continue to put more money before you get new fans. The new fans have to grow into it. But if you're trying to get new fans by disrespecting the old fans, you're not getting much from that. And we've seen it. We've seen it with Star Wars. We've seen it with Doctor Who. We've seen it with Star Trek. We've seen it with DC. We've seen it with Marvel. We see it all the time. And these ratings and money coming from merchandise and stuff drops off a cliff. And yet nobody wants to take advantage of it. I mean, nobody want to listen to this kind of stuff. It is scummy that you have people up here making fun of people that's actually defending. See, that's my thing too. You have people that will defend these companies' nonsense all the time, or stay neutral or whatever, however you want to say it or whatever. And then for the company to backstab that person makes absolutely no sense. So you finally get the fans that you want. You finally get the fans that defend you, don't really make any hateful videos or talk bad about you or anything, celebrate everything that you do. And the first thing you do is throw those fans under the bus. I'm confused. I'm sorry. How does that work? And they do. These companies, I've seen them. I've seen them. The same fans that they finally get them, and then they'll throw them under the bus as soon as they can. The only reason why it's not big for other companies is because you finally push the right one right here when it comes to Star Wars theories, because he has 3 million. Now people are starting to be like, wait, hold on, this is some scummy stuff. Disney, we shouldn't be doing this kind of nonsense. I wish there was somebody that was so big in DC and Marvel and Doctor Who and entertainment stuff in general that had almost the same amount of followers that Star Wars Theories had, and let those people get attacked and stuff like that. So then these companies can start waking up, because they need to. They really do need to wake up from this nonsense. You can't continue to keep doing this crap. It's getting annoying. It's tiring. Because The Mandalorian should have been a lap for Disney to run around and be like, yeah, we getting the fans. Hell, you even had the Phantom Menace come back and be like, oh my God, you know. But for me, I'm not falling for it, because I knew something around the corner was coming, and I was right. This crap, this whole tweet thing that you did, you built that goodwill. The Phantom Menace was finally like, okay, all right, Star Wars, you got us back interested now. And then for you to go and be like, Star Wars Theories is a lamer who's sitting up there crying over Luke Skywalker's return, and it was fake because he was just doing it for his followings. Like, really? Really? Now you got everybody and their mama making videos about this stuff. You got consequences in the media. The media is talking about this now. You got news articles talking about it. I mean, I'm just a small person or whatever. I'm just throwing my thoughts out there. I just want to know what you guys was thinking, Disney. It's time to do some growing up, some soul searching and stuff like that. You guys got to stop with this nonsense. And the backlash that you're getting is rightfully so. I could care less if it makes y'all look bad, because Disney, you've been screwing up for some time, and it's time for you to learn you can't keep doing this. The same thing with all of these entertainment companies or whatever. It's time for them to learn you can't keep doing this nonsense and thinking people are supposed to be okay with it, because they're not going to be okay with it, and they're over it. I'm sorry, if it hurts the feelings or whatever, but Disney, come on. You were doing such a good job, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen these companies they'll do such a good job. They'll build this goodwill. They'll get the fans back, including the old ones, and bringing in new ones. They're getting good sales. They're getting good ratings for their shows. And then one of the people that's in charge or whatever screw up everything and self-sabotage all the goodwill. I never quite understand that. And yet these people still have a job. Granted, I don't want to see nobody get gone from their jobs or whatever. I think it's terrible when people lose their jobs or whatever and junk like that. But those are consequences you have to acknowledge. When you do certain things like this, you fired, because in the real world, you would have been fired. You would have been fired for this nonsense. And to keep trying to defend them and be like, oh, I know he didn't mean no harm, or he was just joking. No. We're not doing that. He was just joking, blase. When a lot of these people that work for these companies constantly do this time and time again. This isn't something brand new all of a sudden. They do this every damn week. And yet we supposed to just forget about it. Oh, it was a joke. They didn't mean no harm. No, people are tired. And I don't blame people for being tired. So, I hope this gets through Disney's head. I hope it gets through almost all of Hollywood's head. I want the entertainment business to get back normal. And you're going to have to stop with this attack on fans. Your consumers should never be attacked by the media or anybody that's working for these companies. Period. If it ain't personal, don't say nothing. Don't troll nobody or any of that kind of stuff. But you got to learn to take responsibility. Take that mirror, look in your own self and be like, darn, we screwed up. Because I don't know how many times Star Wars fans can come back until one more executive or somebody else say some crap to the point where they're going to wash their hands clean of it. Because I know for me, I've washed my hands clean for a lot of stuff. Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, you know, hell, Marvel and DC almost over there. You know, I don't know what more we got to keep saying for you guys to understand. You cannot keep doing this. Grow up. Stop with the nonsense. Treat your fans with respect. Give the fans what they want. Stop trying to force diversity. Stop trying to force this feminist crap. Stop trying to force this racist bull crap. Stop calling your fans all kinds of istanphobes and all that kind of junk. Give the fans what they want and deserve. And they'll come to you. They'll give you the money. Because that's what you want at the end of the day. You want money. You want people to be happy about your product. Why would you not want people to be happy about your product? But you got to give it people what they want. You can't keep trying to go for a niche audience anymore. That is over. But if you keep thinking that this is fine, okay, cool. That's why you got so many videos. That's why you got all the Star Wars fans, you know, teaming up to take Disney down about this nonsense, because it is crazy. It is unnecessary. It's trivial, and it needs to stop, and it needs to change. To be honest, Disney, I want this to be a prime example of you got to stop with the nonsense. And that's all I got to say about the video. But yeah, that was my quick little video. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that the entertainment business need to stop attacking the fans and stuff like that, give the fans what they want, or do you think they should continue to keep doing this and failing while they're doing it? But yeah, that was it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.